Maxwell House is a well-known coffee brand that has been around for over a century. Many people enjoy the smooth taste of this coffee and rely on it to start their day. However, have you ever wondered where Maxwell House coffee comes from? The history of Maxwell House coffee dates back to 1884 when Joel Cheek, the founder of the company, met Roger Nolly Smith, a British coffee broker. Together, they worked to create the perfect blend of coffee, which eventually became known as Maxwell House. Maxwell House is an American brand of coffee manufactured by a like-named division of Kraft Heinz in North America and JDE Peet's in the rest of the world. Introduced in 1892 by wholesale grocer Joel Owsley Cheek, it was named in honor of the Maxwell House Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee, which was its first major customer. For nearly 100 years, until the late 1980s, it was the highest-selling coffee brand in the United States. The company's slogan is, "Good to the last drop," which is often incorporated into its logo and is printed on its labels. Blue Bottle Coffee, which is majority-owned by Nestle, last year debuted an instant espresso that allows consumers to make premium drinks at home without the need for pricey machines or brewing expertise. The beverage, which took 3 years to create, is made by adding pre-ground espresso beans to milk. Maxwell House coffee has a long and interesting history that dates back to 1873 when Joel Cheek, a traveling salesman for a wholesale grocery firm, began selling coffee in Nashville, Tennessee. Cheek was known for his love of fine coffee and his skill in roasting and blending the perfect cup. He eventually started his own company, the Cheek Neal Coffee Company, which became one of the largest coffee producers in the world. In 1892, Cheek created a special blend of coffee that he named after the Maxwell House Hotel in Nashville, which was one of his biggest customers. The hotel was named after Andrew Jackson's historic home in Nashville, which was known as the Maxwell House. Cheek's new coffee blend became an instant hit and soon became the highest-selling coffee brand in the United States. In 1928, the Cheek Neal Coffee Company was acquired by General Foods, which continued to produce Maxwell House coffee. The company became known for its iconic slogan, "Good to the last drop," which was introduced in 1917. The slogan was so successful that it became synonymous with the brand and is still used today. Maxwell House coffee beans come from various countries, including Brazil, Colombia, Guatemala, Ethiopia, and more. The company sources beans from different regions worldwide to ensure the perfect blend of flavors and aromas. They have a team of experts who carefully select the best coffee beans from their suppliers to ensure high-quality coffee production. Maxwell House uses 2 main types of coffee beans, Arabica and Robusta. Arabica beans are known for their smooth taste and low acidity, while Robusta beans are more bitter and have a higher caffeine content. The company uses a combination of these 2 types of beans to create the perfect blend. The coffee beans are hand-picked to ensure the highest quality. The beans undergo a thorough cleaning and blending process before being roasted, ground, and packed. Maxwell House takes pride in their coffee production and ensures that their beans are roasted to perfection to bring out the unique flavors and aromas of each bean. Maxwell House also offers flavored coffee, which is made by adding natural or artificial flavors to the coffee beans during the roasting process. The company sources high-quality beans from Colombia, Africa, Indonesia, and Asia to create their flavored coffee varieties. In conclusion, Maxwell House coffee beans come from various countries worldwide, and the company sources high-quality beans from their suppliers to ensure the perfect blend. They use a combination of Arabica and Robusta beans to create their unique flavors and aromas. The company takes pride in their coffee production and ensures that their beans are roasted to perfection to bring out the best qualities. Legend has it that in 1907 President Teddy Roosevelt visited Maxwell House, the prestigious Nashville hotel, and after finishing a cup of their namesake coffee, he declared it was good to the last drop. At least that is what Maxwell House Coffee Company advertised in 1920. While legends are romantic, they are rarely accurate. Teddy Roosevelt did indeed visit the hotel, and probably did have a cup of coffee, but there is no evidence that he ever uttered those words. Still, legends are romantic, and this one sure sold a lot of coffee. The story of Maxwell House Coffee begins in rural Kentucky in 1873 when Joel Cheek, a traveling salesman for a wholesale grocery firm, was asked by a customer what the best coffee that he sold was. In rural areas in the 1870s, people bought their coffee green and roasted it at home. He naturally recommended the most expensive one, though he knew nothing about the different qualities of coffee. Whether bothered by his conscience or simply out of curiosity, that night he roasted some of each type of coffee that he sold and sampled them side by side. He decided that actually one of the cheaper brands had the best flavor. The next day he returned to the grocer that had asked him the question and explained why he would be shipping him the cheaper brand. Continuing to experiment with different varieties of coffee, Cheek became quite the aficionado, recognizing that some brands had better body, and some better acidity, and yet another better flavor and aroma. He began mixing different coffees together to find just the right. Take a break with the coffee that practically invented breaks. The day's been a whirlwind and it's far from over. But here's the thing, you're not stressing it. Because you've got it all figured out. You're gonna brew the medium roast made for kicking back and enjoying the aroma. Maxwell House Original Roast Ground Coffee. Just sit back and savor every sip from your steaming cup full of strong, full-bodied Maxwell House flavor. Reset with that consistently delicious taste that hits the spot from the very first sip to the very last drop. And when that cup's empty and you're finally fueled up, you can squint your eyes, gather your gear and roll up your sleeves, because now, you're ready to tackle anything, and there's plenty of Maxwell House Original Roast Ground Coffee ready to recharge you in your 27.5-ounce canister. Let's show what you're made of. Maxwell House. To your max.